up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to AzimioCast episode 5. I'm your host, Christine Ger.
And I'm your host, Umi. This is a political podcast you did not know you needed.
Juliet Nyabuta in the building. Whoop, whoop.
Yes.
So today, ladies and gentlemen, we have the lovely, the gorgeous, the strength of a woman. The bombshell of a woman. I was looking for that word, yes. Her one and only, wakili, honorable, gani ingine nasahau, OGW, GHC, home science, Muthoni, Mburu. Woo! Karibu sana.
Thank you very much. I don't think I deserve all that hype.
You do more. You know, us as women have to hype each other.
Yeah,
And kitu kidogo hivi kelele, ululations, it's part of it. So.
But I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Karibu sana.
So on today's show, our topic is going to be women in politics. Yes, we are all in politics, by the way.
Yeah. And we are women.
Yeah.
And we are women.
Look at
Yeah.
we are all in politics.
And we are women.
Yeah, and we are women. Yeah. So that is what we're going to discuss today. And kama kawaida, itakuwa tu sawa. So please usitoke, usiende mbali.
Before tuende mbali, let me just say something. You know, I'm so happy that Muthoni is here. When I started campus politics, I used to look up to her. I remember I used to flood her with messages. You know, mentor me, and nilikuwa namsumbua. And it's such an honor to have you here and to see that you have also helped me grow. At least I'm growing, yeah. But next time takuwa paka guest, takuwa host.
Ulikuna reply. Were you responding to Juliet's message?
Maybe she could answer that.
Yeah, she was. And last year we moved around a lot. Mimi nikasema, acha nitulie kiasi na siasa. Yeah, but now I'm back because it's Baba and we have to fight for Baba till the end. Yes. And Muthoni, please tell us your journey in politics because I don't want to mention.
Yeah. So myself, I've had a very interesting journey in this space. So first off, I started, of course, there's always the story. I started in kindergarten, whereby I was appointed as the prefect, and it used to bring a lot of chaos at home because now I would not perform very well. So that was something that my parents would always challenge, and I was transferred from many schools because walikuwa wanasema ni kierere, oh, you're taking her there, and then she's prefect the next day. But so it went on like that. I made head girl in high school, in primary school, and the dining hall captain for my high school, which I won't mention for now. That's a story which I think I'll write in a book that is coming soon.
Okay.
So from high school, where I served as a dining hall captain, I went to campus. I joined Kenyatta University, whereby in first year, after my first year, I contested for deputy president for Kenyatta University. I lost. I was third with around 4,000 votes from now the comrades. That was when comrades Siasa was very interesting. Comrades Power, TBIM, before the electoral college came. And so soon after that is when I became the Secretary General now the next year. And indeed, we won with a big margin because our team emerged the first team when we came together as a coalition. And for sure, I saw the benefits of now working together and doing a lot of teamwork. Mm-hmm. I made the second Secretary General from Honorable Gladys Wanga in KU, yeah. And then now from there, I contested for presidency, which I made number 2. I didn't actually clinch the seat. So that has been quite a journey, and I remember now at around that time is when I submitted my papers for nomination for Nairobi County for County Assembly. That is when I was in Jubilee Party. So soon after that, now tukakuja kwa ground. Tukasema sasa, because KU iko just there in Thika Road, I just decided to move to the next constituency, which is Ruiru constituency. That's a place where I'm very passionate because I went to primary school in Ruiru constituency. Oh, cool. That's where my parents live as well. That's where I went to church. I have a very big church, PCA. They all know me there. And so that's how I ended up in Ruiru constituency, where I'm very much interested in representing the people of Ruiru. We also have a very big number of comrades who reside in Ruiru, Githurai, and students who even go to JKUAT. And these are people that I served when I served as the Secretary General for KUSO, that is Kenya University Students
organization, yeah.
Yes. So in a nutshell, that is my political journey. Right now, I'm in ODM. I'm in the ODM Women's League. Yes, and we are really working to champion for Baba's win and to make sure that indeed,
inshallah.
especially for the Mount Kenya, we keep on saying we want to show that indeed he does have supporters there. He has daughters there who really want to see good leadership for our nation and who want to see a better nation for ourselves. Yes.
Wow. So, I don't
Kabaridi
know.
kameingia.
Like your journey from kindergarten to, like, you've always been passionate about politics.
Yes.
And is that the same thing that you studied when you were at KU? When you went to KU, did you?
Yes. So that's a very good question because that now has brought even some warmth in my heart. Actually, growing up, I used to go by the name Martha Karua. Growing up,
Wow.
and she's aware. I actually met senior counsel in court, and that time I went to her and I told her, by the way, me, I'm your namesake. Growing up, I was called Martha Karua. And looking at her path, I always wanted to do that which Martha did to get to where she did. So that's why the passion for even law came, and I studied law so that I can be exactly like Martha Karua.
Correct.
Yes.
So let me ask, you've mentioned you on the ballot, you're running for office.
Yes.
And I know like the primaries, I'm sure you've gone through the process, and even you've seen women go through the party primaries. How was that experience for you? Because it's been chaos. Online, what wanalia?
Yeah.
So, of course, yes, there's a challenge, and that is not only, there's also the woman aspect and there's also the youth aspect.
Yes.
First of all, running for office is quite expensive, and we do need the affirmative action. This is something that is very critical. We need support. We need support
Very
as the youth.
important,
Forget
very
even about being a woman. As the youth, there's that which these other people have, that they're more advantageous or more privileged, not privileged actually. They are more
very affluent in their campaigns.
Yes. So in terms of
yeah.
financial muscle, that's something that we, as the young people, since we don't have 10 years of working, for example, or a firm that is running in Nairobi, or a flamboyant businesswoman. So with I turned 26, and you can see for sure that there's no
hakuna kitu umeweka mahali.
Hakuna saving, or neither do I come from a very rich family that my dad will tell me wacha tufanye hivi na hivi. Yes. So it has been a challenge also with the other problems that women experience. Basically, you can't even the issue about going at night, needing to have company,
and security,
and also elbowing, also, which is there both from men and women. It's not unusual women only at women's enemy. No. We've experienced elbowing, especially even in rallies. I'm sure you're very much aware. Na kuitishwa za macho, so
kitu kidogo kila mahali.
But I must say it has been an amazing journey. I don't think there's anywhere else I would want to be than the space I am in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah.
Amazing.
So let me ask you, talked about kitu kidogo. So do you think, because it's something that happens a lot in politics, so do you think it's something that it's the politician who started giving people, so people are used to it, or is just something that people expect that when you're vying, you have money that you need to...
Like by the time umeamua unakuja siasa, lazima uko umejipanga.
Una pesa.
When in real sense, you know that's not the case.
Yeah, and also, do you think there are people who just win without giving any money?
To be honest, there must be some amount of capital that you have, because this is it is in a way an investment. So there's the bare minimum that you should have. Say, for instance, to take care of agents, to take care of research, even to conduct a research and get to know the issues that watu wako wakona. So even the basic ones like fuel that you might need to travel in point A to point B.
Yeah, but even those basics are expensive because you're talking of research. I know. Research goes from anything between 300k to 600-700. Yes. Ndo ujue ground iko aje.
So you can run with campus.
Imagine when you go to top hiyo pesa.
It's very
But
difficult.
did you get support from any of the people around you? If you live alone, the family members?
Yes. I can say for sure if you with friends, and that's why I think the whole issue about networking, why networking is important, and why you should have a strong support base for yourself is important. I can say for sure I have survived through my friends. Even for me to be able to be active politics in campus, I did indeed have a very strong support system whereby I could go somewhere and say, hey, leo mi sina fare, and mtu anakuonekania here and there. So you do need friends who actually believe in your dream and know that we are not dealing with a hopeless case. People who are willing to invest in you. So the same way someone would be able to inject money in your business. This is someone who's investing in a personality that they know we want something for this young lady, we want something for this country. Yeah.
Another challenge, okay, nime focus sana on challenges, but when you go out there, do you umeitaka mkunji ukawakalisha chini ukasema unataka kuongelesha, then someone will be like, mimi sitaki kusikiza mwanamke akiongea, you know, because for us in our community tutaulizwa wapi bwana, hakuna bwana, ambia msichana aende atafute bwana ndo akuja aongee. Nyumbani hajapanga huku
I think the only way I can say for our community, and especially for the area I come from, it's more of Nairobi, so we don't get that much. Not only, the only instances that can happen is where you want to be introduced to Kiama, that is now the community elders. That one, then you can be escorted there by your parents, so your father or your elder brother or your partner, that is if you're married. But nice. I love how times are evolving. Things are really evolving, and some things really don't matter, to be honest. So to that extent, I have not been really discriminated much because of being a lady, especially with ground. But now in terms of other meetings, we do go for political meetings and people do discriminate us for being a woman, yes, and also for being a young person. So people feel like you don't deserve to sit here, but we continue pushing for our space. Yes.
Unaambiwa sahi wewe bado uko na wakati, uko na miaka ngapi? Tulia.
Wacha wanza wazee waongee, wewe utaitwa baadaye, tutakupanga.
Let me ask you, you've talked of something that has really gotten me thinking, and this is a topic that's ongoing, I think now, even with I think it's I've not really followed, but it's like a proposed law in Parliament where we have a cap on the campaign fundraising. Like you don't go beyond this limit. If you're, say, kama ni MP, uwezi kubaliwa kufundraise more than 6 million. Because what happens is, I think it's a very progressive proposal, because in most of the Western countries, they have such in place, whereby it protects even the interest of the citizens. Because if me, kama nikona kampuni, for example, a very big company, and I want to send you to Parliament, I'll give you a lot of money, we get ground, ukiingia, then you cover my interest, you get. So I like that you've raised that point. What do you think? Do you think that will work for our country? If we say this is the limit for MCA, indo limit ya MP, indo limit ya governor, do you think that will maybe help even with corruption and kickbacks?
Correct. And that one has taken me back to campus days. Kitambo would be allowed. We would have even kids dropping with choppers in your hand and everything. But that was regulated. And I think that style was borrowed also from now the Western countries and what we're talking about, whereby there's need for limitation, especially if you see someone is really using a lot. There's a lot you really beg to ask yourself, where will this person recover all this money, and why are you willing to do so much to get to what you want? What is the end target of you wanting this particular seat? So I believe that is a really good way of regulating, and it's something that we should really say as the youth of this thumbs up, because in any case, the ones who are going to be the beneficiaries of the same will be women and
the young people.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that bill and I said, this is it's very progressive, but to what extent? Like, are we there as a country where we are able to embrace such things? Because uko kwa campaign, uko na kaposta kamoja kadogo, then unapitwa hapo na magari 10 and you're like, Allah, what is going on? Yeah, it's just what has done the... Hey, imagine.
People are walking and seeing, So as we're almost coming to the end of this, but lastly, we'd love to ask you, in Baba's agenda, the 10 agendas, which one do you resonate with the most?
Yes. So on the agenda, there are various issues that we can really pick up from the same. There's the issue of the 6K, which is very important for the young people. People are excited about it. And as a young person, I'm also excited about it. Also, there's the issue that we are talking about, the Juakali sector. And I think that's what our opponents are using so much to campaign with. And we have had Mzee categorically coming out and stating that indeed he intends to improve on the Juakali sector, so that we get to have things like as simple as a needle being made from Kenya, so that we expand on how such things can be done. Simple things can be done. So we do not just have there's a blueprint on how those things are going to be carried out and how we are going to have most youth benefit from the same. So on the agenda inawezekana on innovation, that is something that I'm really impressed about, and we want to see that for Kenya. We don't want just fake things and fake stories and the wheelbarrows and all those things. We want things that will actually impact our nation and the economy of our nation.
That's really important. So something I've observed, just to throw it back to you again, IBC has put this cap for like having at least political parties ensuring that they submit enough women so we meet the threshold for the 2/3. Do you think that's the right way to achieve the 2/3 gender rule, or are they being unrealistic?
Anything to farm up or to support the enhancement or the increase of women representation, I believe, is something that is very key. And I really give a thumbs up to the IEBC and any action. We might look at the affirmative actions that have been put in place in our nation from time immemorial. Mark you, we have always been living in a patriarchal society whereby women have always been oppressed from the beginning, from time immemorial. So I believe this can be realized. I wish that political parties would be keen enough, because when we talk about forms of nomination and how people even get to get to be elected, there is a universal suffrage, there is a direct nomination, there is a hybrid between direct nomination and the delegate system. So through these channels where we have how candidates get to go to the ballot, political parties should ensure that indeed they have to be deliberate and consistent, and in ensuring that indeed in some areas, especially where we know a particular candidate like Muthoni who is popular there, but what is lacking, we can never hakuna kushort change hiyo ati we say ati every man for his own. And especially we know what happens in nominations. A lot of elbowings also happen in nomination, whereby watu wanaenda, the buckets are knocked. If you don't have goons, you can't protect your kura. So where we know that we have a good potential leader, that's where we should put more lenses, should be focused on those areas.
So from that, then you sound like you're like advocating for a woman DP as well.
Thank you for asking that question.
Because the way you've just said,
One thing I can say for sure that I'm really proud of in Azimio la Umoja, we have seen for the first time in history the interviews being conducted for deputy president position have very strong women candidates, and that is something that we are looking forward to. For the first time, we might have a female deputy president and maybe soon a female president, because it must start from somewhere. Yes, and we are looking forward to Martha Karua being the deputy. Wow.
Okay, to wrap up on Martha Karua being a president or deputy president, when I was a young girl at 18 years, I was new to politics. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. I had a vision, like it is gonna job to execute. So there's that young girl watching from campus, at home, anywhere, maybe even around the world. I could maybe you know. So what would you tell this young girl as a woman who's started from somewhere, from a young age, growing and still growing?
Mine would be simple. It's that the journey is not easy. We need to have mentors. We need to have even the support of family is very important and very key. And also, I would like to encourage people. We are told often that education is that which replaces an empty mind with an open one. So the aspect of people trying to get to better themselves through education is something very key. It makes you feel comfortable to even interact with other people and to have ideas and what to share. So it is possible. Get to know who will hold your hand. Look for mentors. Look for a great support system and believe in yourself, most importantly. Yes.
Okay. Asante sana. I mean, today it's been powerful women on board, and I'm hoping that maybe the deputy president will be a woman. I'm just hoping so that even I again, who is 20 something, nitakuwa empowered niseme in 10 years I can run for deputy or governor in a place where
even become a president.
even become a president. So thank you, Muthoni, for coming on the show. Thank you lovely ladies for being here. And guys, see you next time, same place. Keep it locked, Azimio TV. Don't forget to write
Like, follow, and share. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.